achieved.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Studio Day Heffrey on a Victory Monday. It's Monday, right? I get my days confused. It's a Victory Monday, and Dak Prescott is in the top 3 of the MVP conversation for everybody with a brain. What's up, everybody? MVP candidates at this point in the year: Lamar Jackson, Russell Wilson, Dak Prescott. The end. Well, Pat Mahomes you could talk about. Deshaun Watson you could talk about. Christian McCaffrey, if you believe a running back can win MVP, but I don't believe that. So, 3-man race with Patty Mahomes creeping, doing like this. He's kind of creeping on you, but Dak Prescott is all up in the mix thanks to getting the W and going to 6-4. And I have a tweet from somebody who said, could you tell the world it's okay to win by 8 on the road and not have to freak out? Because I have noticed Cowboys, especially social media, Cowboys Twitter, man, it's poisonous. That was not a perfect game. If you have concerns about the team, that's cool. They won on the road by 8, and they got to kneel the clock out. That's considered a convincing win in the NFL. It's just what it is. So that's a good win. Calm your T's and your P's. Calm everything down. Cowboys win. It's all good. You move to 6-4. Eagles move to 5-5, and you go party. And here's something else about the Cowboys that I want to point out before I get into some of my other topics of the day. Once upon a time, the Cowboys' schedule was really, really daunting. Oh, my God, they got to play the Rams. Oh, dear, what are we going to do against Chicago in that defense? Oh, my goodness, all these different teams. Even, I know this is blasphemous, the New England Patriots. Philadelphia had no Alshon Jeffrey, no Deshaun Jackson. They were missing their left tackle, their right tackle, and their starting running back. And that was a 17-10 game. The Patriots' offense ain't that good. They are making their living the same way people are talking about the Cowboys making their living against bad teams. That's what the New England Patriots have been doing. I don't want to say they're frauds because obviously they're the New England Patriots. I think they've won double-digit games like 19 years in a row. Listen, they're good. They're going to be the favorite to beat the Cowboys. The Cowboys, odds are going to lose this week. But their schedule is not as daunting as we once thought. The Eagles don't have a cakewalk to go snatch the division away from the Cowboys. The Cowboys are the favorite, and that's a good win. So be happy. Try that on for size sports fan. I know it's hard. Be happy. All right, now if you want to be mad, I'll help you out. Let's talk about the Achilles heel of this team. For the Cowboys to have outgained, I don't have it in front of me. Let me look at the box score real quick. So Driscoll throws for 200 yards. They run for 120. So it looks like their total yardage is right around 300. That's a fine game for an NFL defense. 300 yards, that's fine. I know it's Jeff Driscoll, but hell, I think that team does maybe worse if Stafford plays. Driscoll's legs helped him out a lot, and he's an athlete, and Stafford isn't. That doesn't mean Driscoll's a better player, but I don't know if they do better against the Cowboys in this particular game with Stafford. Anyway, you let up like 300 yards. Not a big deal. Cowboys, let's see, they threw for 444. They ran for 75. So it's 500 yards to 300 yards, give or take, in a 35-17 game or 35-27 game. So what's going on there? Why do the Cowboys outgain everybody by so much, but the scores end up reasonably close? The answer? The worst special teams in all the NFL. It's something that's not as important as offense. It's not as important as defense. But if you're the worst in the league at it, that's a problem. So right now, Keith O'Quinn's special teams unit, this is before this week happened, numbers from Marcus Mosher. 22nd in kick return average, 23rd in punt return average, 27th in field goal percentage, 30th in net punt average, 32nd in gross punt yards, 32nd in kick return average. I guess that one's against. Oh, no, that's their kick return average, and the other one must be kick return against. Whatever. They're the worst special teams unit in the league, and that's why the Lions on their first 14 points, how many yards do you think they went to get their first 14 points? Because the answer is, I believe, 28 yards after the Zeke fumble and then 45 yards after a big punt return. So they had to get 65 and 8, 73 yards for 14 points. You can't do that to yourselves and think that you're going to be a contender. Now, they are a contender because they're 6-4. And because they're the favorite to win the NFC East. It's just a matter of, can you get this shaped up in time for the postseason? If you make the postseason, the special teams are a problem. Now, I want to get to the magic number. check this out. I just looked this up just a couple of minutes ago. Tony Pollard. Tony Pollard has the juice, okay? Zeke's fine. Zeke's fine as a running back. But Tony Pollard's got the juice that Zeke does not have anymore. How many times do you think out of 100 on the Pollard touchdown that Zeke scores? One-on-one, open field, got to break that tackle. I will say 5 or 10 times out of 100, Zeke makes that play. And Pollard made it 1 out of 1. Tony Pollard's snap counts this year. Against the Giants, to start the year, 22 snaps, Cowboys win. 16 against Washington, Cowboys win. 23 against Miami, Cowboys win. New Orleans, Green Bay, Jets. 2, 5, 7 are the number of plays that Tony Pollard played. Loss, loss, loss. 19 against Philadelphia the next week. W. 13 plays against the Giants the next week. W. 3 plays against Minnesota. Loss. 13 against Detroit. W. Let Tony Pollard play. Let him play. Now, in the interest of honesty, I will tell you, a lot of this is just the game. They wanted to leave Zeke in against those. You were blowing out the first 3, so they let the rookie ride, and Zeke wasn't in game shape yet. Then Zeke's back, and it's like, holy cow, let's get him in there. The Minnesota one's inexcusable for him to only play 3 plays. Let Tony Pollard play. And by the way, if you want to complain, and I know you do, Cowboy fan, because you guys love complaining, Jarwin made some big plays for the Cowboys this week, as he does every week. And guess what? The discrepancy between snaps of Jarwin and Witten, it got bigger. Witten played over 80% of the snaps, and Jarwin played 31. So come on, boys. Dak's a beast. You're alive. You got an MVP candidate. You're a contender because you have Dak Prescott. By the way, Michael Gallup is cooking. You are welcome that I drafted him for you. They waited around longer than I wanted them to. I wanted him in the second, but they got lucky and got Michael Gallup in the third. Shout out to my guy, who I'm going to have to throw another pizza party for this year. Stay tuned for details. Keep it locked in to 105.3 The Fan and my YouTube channel, youtube.com/Jeff Kavanaugh. In the comments today, leave your favorite pizza topping, because I'm pretty sure I'm going to have another Michael Gallup pizza party. Love you, folks. I'll catch you on the radio here in just a bit.